It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bolts and the Niners, just ahead on EA Sports.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the... Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
A quick burst there and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here we go, set.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. They'll get this complete to Charlie Werner. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A tremendous pursuit that time for the middle linebacker position. He had to cover a lot of ground to get in and make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fun.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On first down, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Purdy will look to throw again here. He's got Ayuk once again. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He's got it to Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On 2nd and 10. Herbert sliding out of the pocket.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
They go play action here. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And this is caught, Jennings. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 3 yards out, and the 49ers have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Herbert now.
Got his man, it's Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veterans. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We're in this 4th quarter.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin.
And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here we go.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Herbert.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's 3rd down and 2. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Herbert.
He's got it to Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Charles are trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
His pass caught at the 4.
Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. Herbert to throw.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4 down. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that one a long 11-play drive. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Got his target, Samuel. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Second and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Now Purdy.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turned out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew